जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
भारत माता की
जय,
भारत माता की
जय,
भारत माता की
जय।
We are celebrating today 69th Independence Day. On this occasion, I greet you all Happy Independence Day. Our country, India, has spent 60 years, 68 years with independence. So it is going old. 68 is too long period. Perhaps we are not knowing what has happened, how people have suffered before independence. But whatever freedom we are enjoying today, whatever life we are feeling today, is due to the sacrifices of many freedom fighters. Every Indian felt that his goal is not to live, is to get independence to his country. From decades together, centuries together. It went on for a century. The freedom fighting went on for a century. And we cannot count how many have sacrificed their lives for the cause of getting freedom, for making us to live like this today. So on this occasion, combinedly, on behalf of you and our institution and our management, and as an Indian, as a principal of this institution, together we all salute to all freedom fighters. No doubt, country has developed a lot after independence. In every field, mention a field like technology, transportation, agriculture, water resources, or any other resources. A lot of research was done. Several schemes are there, and several missions are there to utilize the existing resources efficiently. That may be the result why we are not feeling about our responsibility today for living with by putting our effort. If you question yourselves, are we really putting forth our efforts to give much more glory to the country? It goes like a big question mark. If you just touch your heart and think for what is your contribution to the country, for 90% of the people, we don't get a get an answer. And if we want to rely on those freedom fighters, if we want to live on the sacrifices of those freedom fighters, I can say more than 80% of the freedom fighters were disappeared, demised. They were not there. The remaining who are there, they are maintaining their sincerity, but they are unable to influence the present minds. We are treating them as people with something like sadism or old norms. We are unable to carry on their principles, and we are trying to develop the society with whatever idea comes into our mind for that particular moment without thinking about the long-term effect of that. That is creating a lot of ripples in the society, which is leading to some antisocial activities and corruption and insincerity and enjoying freedom without limits. For example, if I am walking on this road, I have to follow some norms. If something is coming, if I say that I am a freedom holder and I walk like this, that's not the freedom. So many are doing the things like that nowadays. This is what I am meaning, that misuse of the freedom. Especially the youth. India is known for its heritage from long. Nowadays, in the world, India is known for its youth strength. The slogan like "do or die" was the word. Generally, we go ahead with during the freedom fighting also "do or die." But nowadays, it has changed its shape. We are calling it as "do before you die." It's not "do or die." Means we are not ending the concepts at that moment. Means if you are unable to achieve it, don't die. Live till you achieve it. Strive hard for achieving it. So the change of the slogan "do or die" is now to be taken as "do before you die." Then your services will be utilized by the country. In case if you die before you do it, who will carry on that? Because that is your concept. You have to implement it. You have to carry on it. You have to implement it in the society. If you die, it will also die. Coming to the youth strength, India is great. The other way, Indian citizens' IQ level is really great compared to any other country's citizens. It is from the study of many newspapers, media and all, worldwide, study reports. It is not to pride our country, this is the fact. Generally, we people in the age of 50s, we say that people who are in the ages of 20s and 30s are so sharper and so fast compared to us. Really, your minds are so fast. In case, if I used to understand a topic 2 days while I was studying, you're doing it in 10 minutes. That is the difference in the mindset of you and me. If I used to prepare for an examination for 10 days, you're preparing it in 10 hours. 10 hours. That is your power. That is the change of the generation. This is expected by the young India. Government is asking for Make in India, Digital India, and only India should live like the topmost country around the world, on the globe. And the present Prime Minister is also relying greatly on the youth. Youth is available everywhere, but especially in degree level colleges. Majority, 70% of the youth of India are available in degree level colleges. So if we can concentrate and the youth present in the degree level colleges for utilizing their services for the benefit of the nation in different aspects, then certainly India will grow. Whatever rulers will say, you cannot call it as a dream, you can say that it is possible. It is possible. So the whole India is looking at you, at your services, at your students. You have to think in these lines, and you have enough caliber. Some of the people, some of the youth who are in villages, who are not in the education field, are contributing to the extent that they can. But nowadays, living has become so critical. Just to fill our fate, you have to work from morning to evening. So where is the time for service to the nation? That is another question. The other slogan is, if you can keep your surroundings clean, that itself is a great service to the nation. Wherever you are, wherever you live, you can keep your surroundings clean and green, then you are automatically developing the country. Automatically developing the country. I appreciate the efforts of the NSS team of MRITS in this direction. They are really minding for serving the nation, serving the society, and giving their service to the college and nearby places. Please appreciate the services of NSS team, that Vijay, the whole team. From the last 1 year, really they are taking a lot of initiatives under Nag Chaitanya sir leadership. They are really doing great. I can say that they are contributing to the country the way they can. The other things, the great devil that is going to come in future is the water resources, scarcity of the water. Alternative to the water is to be found out. If I speak the word alternative to the water, everyone will know what is the alternative to the water. But there is an alternative for everything. For example, if some vegetable is available about 50 years back, now it is not available, still we are living. Some vegetable was not available 10 years back, now we are finding new vegetables in the marts, we are eating. We are living, we lived at the time, we are living here. So when some resources is disappearing, immediately efforts must be on to find out a substitute for that. It is possible with you. You have to identify the alternative resources. For example, power. When we are unable to produce the hydel power, when we are unable to produce the thermal power, then we are thinking of the solar power, using natural energy, converting that into solar and into power energy. So like that, non-conventional energy sources are many, and the concentration of the youth must be done in that direction. On one side it is the social service, and the other side, to give an image to the country, certainly we have to go forward in science and technology, in ethics, in morals, in keeping up our heritage. These are all different areas where the youth has to concentrate, depending on your interests. If you make up your mind that I'm a professional candidate in civil engineering, concentrate on water resources, and to run the thermal power stations, many times there is a scarcity of coal. Many times now there is no water in the reservoirs, hydel are not running. What is the alternative? The youth in this country, the youth in this state are showing solutions. Someone in Nizamabad district about 6 months ago, he has developed a small generator which is useful for providing the power to his house, small house, by using the canal water, canal that is flowing in their village. So he is running the turbine, generator turbine, using that flow. He has diverted that, he used that pressure and he is taking it. But no encouragement for such people. That will be published in the newspaper, that will be shown in the TV for 5 minutes, and later on no one will come forward. The reason is, the so-called monopolies will disappear if they encourage people like this. They encourage people like this. So if you do some invention like that, I say that it is an invention. And it is a solution to each and every person in this country, each and every house in this country. Then it is your responsibility to propagate it on your own by developing a mission and see that at least 100 such type of units will be sold, and those 100 people will give propagation for another 500 people. Slowly that develops like this, and at a later stage, after 5-6 years, if it is a successful project, you will become a millionaire. But what we do is, we initiate, we identify, we invent, we make it work, then we feel that no one is supporting us. That's where we are going back. We feel that someone has to come and support us. Why someone will come? He is already in the business. If he supports you, he has to lose his profits. If you want to grow on your own, you have to promote your business and grow like him. If you can take it like that, then you form a mission and you propagate your invention to everyone, and whoever joins hand with you, provide that facility for low cost, automatically when it is found that it is useful to everyone, you can become like a good entrepreneur. Innovations of that small findings are also makes big difference if you can take them to the end. If you leave it after doing a project, you are doing many projects, you are doing projects, if you leave it there after getting 98 marks or 150 marks, there is no use for that. So students have to contribute to the society in technological way like this, in social way like this, and find more and more resources and identify different other applications of existing resources. What I am saying is, because I am an electronics person, from 1980s I am studying silicon material. From 1980s I am studying electronic devices. I know that silicon can be used for fabricating certain of the devices, but not for LED, light emitting diode, indicators. We use them as indicators. But all of a sudden, after 1995, I've seen in a newspaper, in an article, that means IEEE, a magazine, that silicon also can be used for emitting the light. As per the theory I know, it is impossible. It is impossible. But it has written there that can be used as an LED. Means something else is there inside. That was explored at the time. And they identified some other property of that material. That is the result. Everywhere the signal lights or the automobile lights are replaced by LEDs. Earlier they were normal lights. Now LEDs. They are silicon LEDs. Earlier materials used to give low intensity light which cannot be seen after 10 meters. Now with silicon LEDs, you can view the light even at 50 meters. That is the power out from silicon. So it was not identified in late 1990s. From 1960s, silicon was used. Even today, silicon was used. Silicon has been used for many applications. But as a LED, low-cost solution, because silicon is available everywhere. Sand, silicon means sand. Wherever you go, that follows you. This is what I am saying. Alternative applications of the existing resources. Maybe somebody said that this is useful for that purpose. Something else also you can do. So such type of research is also required from the youngsters. Don't confine to the material listed in the textbooks. Think something more. Identify something more. Contribute the great things to the country. We need not participate in the freedom fighting now. it's not the age of freedom fighting. To give an image and glory to our country after 68 years of completion, while celebrating the 69th Independence Day celebrations, we all have to take a oath that I have determined to contribute for the glory of my country by putting effort to the extent I can in the field that I am interested. Somebody may be interested in fashion technology. Somebody may be interested in hotel management. Somebody may be interested in serving slum areas. Somebody may be interested in serving the orphans. Somebody may be interested in serving the patients in the hospitals. Whatever it is, identify an interest for you, identify a hobby for you, other than your routine work. Spare some time for it, if not daily, at least once in a week. And contribute your part in that direction, individually. Then if possible, form a team. Many such teams will strengthen India. India's strength is the youth, not we. India's strength is the youth. You are the youth. Unless you take a oath and decision and determination, it is not possible for India to grow further. We are only confining ourselves that ours is a great country. How much we are contributing? Are we really keeping up the glory and trying to add a little to that? If I look into the culture that is propagating into the Indian society, really, sometimes I have to enter into tears. Because I have seen some other culture in India. Today with the youth, I am seeing some other culture in India. The youth, the attacks on the girls, is it our culture? The ragging, incidents of ragging, is it our culture? Many days we are observing, is it our culture? Are we observing those days by knowing the meaning of that particular one? Why that day was found? Because somebody has suffered with something, that day was found, identified a day, not to do things like that, but we are interpreting in a different way, and we are doing the things what was done, how the earlier people were harassed. So when something is there, we have to understand it the way it has to be done, and then celebrate it. There is a meaning for that. But if you misinterpret it and celebrate it, there is no meaning for that. There is no meaning for that. So the culture, development, retention of the culture, follow-up of the culture is on your shoulders. Then a big question mark, what you know about the culture of India? Because we never studied history of India, heritage of India, culture of India. Many books are available. For us, we have no resources other than going to the library. I am in my village. Every day I used to go to the library. We have a big library in our village. And all these books are there. We used to study them. We used to understand how people lived in India or elsewhere in 1800s, 1900s, the history. And also they used to, at the end of each unit, each chapter, each topic, they used to write a para to feel patriotism and to remind us what is our responsibility for serving the nation. But you have not studied them. Now you are all relying on your internet. In the internet, everything is reinterpreted. You cannot open the original versions of those books. Further writings of the understanding of the present people you are studying. Interpretation only you are studying, not the original source. There will be a lot of difference between explanation and original definition. So unless you go through that original source, you do not understand what is the culture we have followed. What is the culture, why India is unique in this world, identified separately for its heritage, over the centuries. It's a great thing. We can never forget. It should not become like a dream. It should not shadow on its own. It should not be hidden. So youth should know what is the heritage of India. And you have to carry forward the same to your children. Those who are not following that, you form little groups in the colonies and try to spread what is an Indian, the meaning of an Indian, and what are our responsibilities in the habitat that we live. That itself, if you can make few people to follow them, automatically the Grama Swarajya will come. Automatically the agriculture will improve. Automatically the physical effort will improve, the health will improve, wealth will improve, pride will improve. We can raise our hand like an Indian. Then only we can say that I am an Indian. Can say that I am an Indian. We are hearing to the songs from Khatgam or some other movies. We are enjoying really when I say that Indian, I am an Indian, I am an Indian. I also feel pride that yes, I am also one among them. But is it only for feeling or doing? Feel and do. Do and feel. Which is first, which is second? Feel and do or do and feel? Do and feel is most constructive, product oriented. Feel and do, because we felt like we are Indians. We think that I can do this, we don't do. Do and feel, do, already done, already contributed. Then feel like an Indian, that is valid. That is valid. Friends, like this, I can spend a lot of time, but I just want to remind you, your responsibility is to keep up the pride of India. You live anywhere on this globe. We are not confining your living to India. You live anywhere, but keep up the pride of India. And keep high the flag of India. And show the culture of India to all world people. All world people. It is identified, people who are living in America, people who are living in Australia, people who are living in New Zealand, people who are living in London, UK. They are celebrating many things more than us. They are inviting ministers, everyone, celebrities to their functions. They are enjoying. But when they come to India, the same executive members, when they come to India, are they really contributing anything to India? Please think of, this is what I am saying, do and fail. Do and fail. They may be having $100 million with them. They are spending $10 million as a part of that to show that we are doing this much. But later on, their culture changes. If their children comes to India, they behave like that. They do not know what is Indian culture. So, days like Independence Day, we have to really offer our salute to the great freedom fighters. And it is the responsibility of the elders to remind the youth of India what went on over decades together to facilitate the present status of life for us. And for all of us, the common mother is Bharat Mata. So I salute Jai Bharat Mata ki.
Jai.
Bharat Mata ki.
Jai.
Bharat Mata ki.
Jai.
Thank you.
Respected principal sir, faculty staff, students, as our principal has spoken at length, the technical know-how and other things, the subjects, he has touched each and every subject. There is nothing more to add, anything other than my request to you all. As you are all youth, as it is roaming here and there, please have security sense. Many things are happening. Other people are coming to our country to disturb our peace, to disturb our economy. Kindly bear it in mind when you walk in the streets, when you go around the city or something like that, wherever it is, to try to observe, to see what's happening around you. That is most important. It's a part of our national security. Have that security in mind and see that. I don't say that you must jump into the battlefield. And my own request is, if we find out something to stop the enemy to attack you with your technical knowledge, that is more than enough that you have contributed to the India. Please do that one. And I wish you all a happy Independence Day. And with our principal encouragement, the NSS has conducted the sports festival, Independence Day sports festival, rather we can say that one. And now I would like to hand over the mic to our NSS team. Please come.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to all. I would like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to a late scientist, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is truly a son of India, we can say. He is a true epitome of secularism. He was born in India, he was educated in India, he worked for India, and he died in India. So he is a true Indian. Let's clap for him. Small example, I read the newspaper, his personal advisor, he asked what was the best profession, he enjoyed it. Whether it was a scientist, he was a poet, he was a musician, he was a philanthropist, anything. You might have read in the newspaper many. But what was the most satisfying thing he had was, he told us, he wants to be a teacher. He enjoyed teaching. So the Vision 2020, the first book he had, it is an inspiration to all the students, Ignited Minds, Wings of Fire. So I request all the students to make his dream come true. Even though he is not with us, we can live his dreams by getting into Vision 2020. Thank you very much.
Students, please come forward, express your views on the day of our independence. Kindly come. Students who want to speak, please come forward.
A very good morning to one and all. Firstly, Happy Independence Day. Firstly, I would like to call upon Ushashri of third year to share her views.
Good morning everyone. A very happy Independence Day to one and all. As we gathered here to celebrate 69th Independence Day, this day after hosting the flag, we usually do a mistake by remembering the heroic deeds of only few freedom fighters. But freedom fighting is a collective effort. Without the sacrifice, cooperation and involvement of all the Indians, it is not possible to get the freedom. So those people who are involved in freedom fighting are the real heroes behind the success. So we should pay our real gratitude towards them. Thank you.
Now I request Ushashri and Vinila of first years to sing a song for us.
Na 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 మనదే తేజం మనదే ఎగురుతున్న జెండా మనదే నీతి మనదే జాతి మనదే నీతి మనదే జాతి మనదే ప్రజల అండదండ మనదే అందాల బంధం ఉంది ఈ నేలలో ఆత్మీయ రాగం ఉంది ఈ గాలిలో ఏ కులమైనా ఏ మతమైనా ఏ కులమైనా ఏ మతమైనా భరతమాతకొకటే లేరా ఏమి దేహాలున్నా మాకెన్ని దోషాలున్నా దేశమంటే ప్రాణమిస్తామంతా ఈ వేళ వందే మాతరం అందామందరం వందే మాతరం ఓ అందామందరం దేశం మనదే తేజం మనదే ఎగురుతున్న జెండా మనదే నీతి మనదే జాతి మనదే ప్రజల అండదండ మనదే అందాల బంధం ఉంది ఈ నేలలో ఆత్మీయ రాగం ఉంది ఈ గాలిలో ఏ కులమైనా ఏ మతమైనా భరతమాతకొకటే లేరా రాజులు అయినా పేదలు అయినా భరతమాత సుతులే కారా ఎన్ని దోషాలున్నా మాకెన్ని దేహాలున్నా దేశమంటే ప్రాణమిస్తామంతా ఈ వేళ వందే మాతరం అందామందరం వందే మాతరం ఓ అందామందరం థ్యాంక్ యూ
Now I'd like to call upon Anand sir from Civil Department to speak a few words.
Happy Independence Day to all youth, Principal Sir and everyone. Whenever I see mirror, I feel that I should be a youth, and always I do that. And whenever I see that I am youth, because everyone is saying that India is powerful, having a strength, youth strength. So I wanted to be always be a part of it, because till now I feel that I have never done something to the country. So always I try to be a youth. And it was not the process of these days, but for past 10-15 years I was feeling that I should be youth. And because of that I dress and I do, though I look good or not, but I feel that I am youth, and always, whenever I see the mirror. But when I have seen Abdul Kalam, then I felt, no, the age is not the factor of youth, or the hairstyle, or the dressing factor, or whatever, maybe. It's the day when you die, you work for the country, or you do your job. You serve the country not by doing for your home, but for the people. When he was about to die, because every person or every material knows that when the life ends,